But I think it's very useful to walk through some of the nuts and bolts and reasons why the mindset makes such a big difference to your happiness levels. One big reason has to do with the ways in which a scarcity-minded person differs from the ways in which an abundance-minded person differs in how they pursue the three goals that I characterized as being very important: mastery, belonging, and autonomy. A scarcity-minded person is going to pursue mastery through the need for superiority. They perceive that I'm really good at doing something if I'm better than other people at this thing, right? And so they're going to be engaging in what is called social comparisons. They're going to compare themselves to other people in terms of wealth and fame and control and power and beauty and so on and so forth. And it turns out that's a terrible thing to do if you want to be happy. You know, one of the biggest happiness killers is comparing yourself to other people. Okay, lots of research has shown that. By contrast to a scarcity-minded person, an abundance-minded person is going to pursue mastery through what is called engaging in flow experiences. Experiences that you get immersed in. You lose track of time. You lose track of yourself. You lose self-consciousness in those activities. And those activities, flow is more likely to happen when you follow your passion, when you follow something that you not only enjoy, but you're also good at. Okay, and it turns out, if you pursue flow, if you pursue your passion, not only are you going to be happier, you're also more likely to become a master of that domain. You take a look at anybody who's a master of what they do around the world, and you're guaranteed that they've spent at least 10,000 hours of flow in that activity. Okay? Okay, so when it comes to belonging, the difference between a scarcity-minded person and an abundance-minded person is this. A scarcity-minded person is going to feel that their cup of love is running on empty, and so they're going to be looking at other people to fill it in with love, fill it in with attention and adulation. They're seeking compassion and nurturance from other people. Okay, and that, it turns out, is a terrible thing to do. Again, if you want to be happy, if you're desperate for love, you're almost guaranteed to feel really low on self-esteem, and therefore you're likely to be unhappy. An abundance-minded person is going to feel that their cup of love is overflowing, and so they're going to be looking for opportunities to serve other people, to love other people. And if there's one best-kept secret to be happy, it is to be compassionate. Okay, again, lots of studies, particularly in the last 10 years, which show consistently, even with toddlers, 2-year-olds, that if they're loving and giving, they feel happy from the inside. Okay? When it comes to the third goal, autonomy, a scarcity-minded person is going to seek what I call external control, control over other people and over outcomes. Kind of dialogue running in their head is, I'm not happy because my wife doesn't behave this way, or my children don't know how to behave in public settings, or I'm not handed the outcomes that I deserve, that I want. That's why I'm not happy. Okay? So they kind of shift the responsibility of their happiness to the external world. And if you're looking for the external world to cooperate for you to be happy, that's a recipe for misery rather than one for happiness. Because life, by nature, is uncooperative, is unpredictable. By contrast, an abundance-minded person is going to seek what I call internal control, control over their own minds and over their own feelings. And as human beings, we have many incredible gifts, and one of the kind of biggest gifts we have is the ability to imagine. And so it turns out, because we have the ability to imagine and put ourselves in a situation in our mind that we don't find ourselves in. You can be in a jail cell and be imagining being on a beach or fighting for freedom, as Mandela did. We have the incredible ability to control and regulate our feelings. So we can actually take internal control. We can take personal responsibility for our own happiness. No matter the weather outside, the weather in my head is always sunny. We can do that. Okay? And a person with an abundance mindset is going to take internal control.